Hi everyone. Sorry, I know we were a little bit of a different time tonight, 8:15 instead of 8, but I'll be perfectly honest. I've been cleaning and organizing and I looked up at the clock and I was like, oh no. Because in my head, I was thinking, it's okay, I'll set aside some time, pick out what I'm gonna do tonight, get the stream scheduled, do all the things. And then it was like, oh, I don't know, 7:30. And I was like, oh, I haven't done any of the things. So I was like, scooch in an extra 15 minutes, but we're here. We're here now. We're doing Kerby, of all things. You'd think that if I was like in a rush and hadn't spent a lot of time like thinking about what we were gonna do, I'd probably choose Johanna. But I was like, nah, man, I'm just throwing it all to the wind. We're doing Kerby. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and scroll on. Today's question of the day is, what is your dream vacation? All right, let's scroll on up. Ev, hello, Ev. Hello, Ronnie. Hello, Megan. Hello, Angela. Let's see. Scroll down. Ronnie says I was in stall mode. So I had to exit. Oh, no. Wait, exit out. Sorry, I thought you meant, I don't know why. My brain went to like a car, like in stall mode, and you were going into an exit. I don't know. Clearly, my brain is on point, but we're all good now. We're all good. Hi, Ronnie. Let's see. F says, I have 10 days at Disney World, staying on site, and a month in Australia. That's right. You wanted to do Australia. How is that still in the works, or is that on hold? I know it had something to do with your work. Let's see, Aaron, hello. Ronnie says Bora Bora or someplace exotic with the cabin into the ocean. Oh, that's nice. Hi, Leanne. Let's say going to Italy and Greece is definitely on my bucket list, and traveling across the US on a train. Never thought about traveling in the US. I mean, I know that like Europe and everywhere over there has like a much, you know, they've got a pretty active, but the only trains that we see around here are like bringing, you know, stuff. Hang on one second, my eyes are bothering me. I need to talk amongst yourselves for just a second. It's a little itchy. You ever get that way where your eyes are just itchy? I've been doing too much stuff, moving too much dust. Just wiping up. My glasses are off right now, so I can't read chat. Okay, all better. All better. Okay, what do we got here? Let's see, Christina, hello. But yeah, I don't know much about the US. Do we have like a leisure train system? I'm sure we do. Surely we do, right? All right, let's see. Bird Lady, glad to have you here. Let's see. Scroll down. Brooke says, my dream vacation is a month in Europe. Nice. That would be really nice. Like, I think I would want to do Scotland again, and I think I've mentioned it before, but take like a travel trailer so that I don't have to go back to one particular hotel and just literally travel around the whole place. Let's see, Sam, hello. Let's see, Bird Lady, round the world, year-long cruise, cabin with a balcony, preferably with family, in separate cabins so we can all have me time alone, right? Yeah, my family get-togethers are always better in theory, but we all get along a lot better when we live in separate states, so it's all good. Let's see, Emily says, my dream vacation would be a trip to the land of 1,000 crosses in Lithuania. My grandfather was Lithuanian, so that sounds amazing. I love that. Let's see, scroll. I thought somebody said Scotland. Ah, yes, Christina, Scotland. Oh, very nice. Yes, I've been there once. I got to see Johanna and got to see a good handful of stuff. I went with my mother. It was very good. But I want to go with Steve next time, and I want to go see more because, like, I didn't make it to Edinburgh or, oh gosh, Inverness. That was the other one. I was almost going to ask for help, but I was like, no, I should know this. But Edinburgh, Inverness, I would have loved to see those. Let's see. Cece, hello. Let's see. Leslie, go to Scotland. Yep, it's super nice. Vicky, hello. Let's see. Yeah. So my dream vacation would be to visit Japan or South Korea. Oh yeah, South Korea is on our list for sure. How are you, Leslie? Hi, Kim. Hi, Sherry. Let's see. Iceland. Ooh, land of fire and ice. Very nice. Let's see. We got Kim. Letting rigs out. Sounds good. Let's see. Oh, wait. It hopped down. Hang on. Kelly, hello. Sam's dream vacation is Hawaii. Yes, that would be very nice. Ooh, in Greece. I like it. Let's see. Australia was on hold first because of work, and then I had another. Oh, yeah. Yeah, okay, that's fair. You please take it easy. Amtrak, there you go. Or Amtrak train across some of the US, mostly coastal and mountain. Okay. For a 3-hour trip to see my... Oh, nice, Kim. You should let us know how it goes. That sounds really enjoyable. Hi, Zoe. My Disney plan is RV at Fort Wilderness, so I have a comfy place to return to. See, that's the thing. It's like, Disney sounds like great, and I'd love for my kids to experience it, but gosh, it costs an arm and a leg. To own a big-ish house with lots of land so I can rescue all the abandoned dogs and cats. See, Zoe, I would love that. Feeling sleepy? Sounds good, Dawn. Let's see. Oh, you hurt your foot on ice. Oh, we'll rest up. Made breakfast for dinner. Nice. All right, well, here we are, folks. We are... Oh, I need to have chat open over here so I can see what's going on. How is everyone? Let's see. Making sure... Got it on top chat here and everything. How is everyone? It is Friday. How was everyone's week? If you missed Wednesday, we did, I have the page over here, but we worked on my Zebra Centaur page, which is part of the Animals of Myth and Magic hosted by Monarch Coloring Events. The link for the video is down in the description below. And from that video, because it's on Facebook, you can go ahead and follow all of the other illustrators that are involved, and everybody has discounts going on in their store. So be sure to check it out. Yeah, there you go. Hi, Blue. Dream vacation would be Madagascar or Japan. Ooh, that sounds wonderful. Well, welcome everyone. We are gonna go ahead and do Worlds Within Worlds. I looked at Alien Worlds a bit, but I was just like, I wasn't really feeling it. And then I saw this page and I was just like, I think we could do this. So here's my plan for this. We're gonna do watercolors because honestly, I do mostly watercolors in Kerby's because I find it a little bit easier to tackle his pages. Just the way that he draws, I struggle doing pencil with it unless I have some sort of overlay underneath. So I'm gonna grab these little butterfly clips that I have here. Let's get one of these. I usually have white ones, but I don't know what happened to them. And because we are doing watercolor, I want to go ahead and clip down the page. And we are actually going to start with, let's see, I want to start the background because I kind of have this image in my head. Hang on. So it doesn't. The reason I use the clips is so that the page doesn't crimp. When we did a page like this before, I had somebody who gave me the idea for that. So we'll put this one over here for now. We'll probably have to move it when we do the rest of it. But here is the image that I had. I was thinking, right? Yeah, Bird Lady, they are. I have struggled with them, but I've been able to get them done more and more. Oh, a horrible week. Oh, Ev, I'm so sorry. Make sure you get some extra naps tonight. Oh my goodness. Wait, who was the someone? Oh, was it Shannon? Okay. My memory is absolutely terrible. So thank you, Shannon. I got some tea tonight. All right, so the vision that I have for this. So when I see the lanterns in the sky, if anybody here has seen what is it, Rapunzel? We automatically think of the lanterns in the sky image. So I'm looking online for reference photos, and honestly, I just Googled lanterns in the sky. So if you Google that, you'll see pictures like that too. And a lot of them, like you would think with lanterns, everything should be super glowy. But if you look at the pictures, it's the lantern itself that glows, and there's not a lot of outward glow to it, to the sky behind it. So what I'm seeing on some of them is that there's like a darker black around the outside with a little bit of like a darker blue here in the middle. And then the lanterns themselves are actually mildly dark on top with the lightest part being in the bottom half because that's where the glow is. It's good except for this morning. Oh no, well yes, hopefully rest and you'll start to feel a little bit better. So yeah, darker on tops of the lantern. We have the moon over here. We've got some stars. So I'm leaning towards, I think we're gonna start with the background. And then of course we'll do normal cheetah colors. No idea what I wanna do with the people yet. I may do like some glow on the top part of it, but they're too small to add too much detail. So I will probably leave them alone because I have a vision for the cheetah, the lanterns, and the sky. But past that, we're gonna kind of just roll with it and see how it goes. As far as what I am using today, I have the Arteza Watercolors. Now, I was pulling up the link for these, and I believe they're actually sold out of these specific ones. I did not clean my palette from the last time that I used it, which is why I was like, you know what, this is just easier, and I'm gonna use this. I still highly recommend the tube watercolors. And since these are sold out, the tube watercolors is what I have listed in the description below. You can get 10% off anything Arteza if you use the discount code EmilyIllustrator10. So whether you get these or wait for these, they have some smaller ones and the metallics are still available. But either way, you can use the code EmilyIllustrator10 and that'll get you 10% off everything. I'm also using the watercolor paintbrushes, which I recently reviewed. You can look at that video if you want to. And also I have the link for these in the description as well. And then I've got a handy dandy little cloth right here. It's just an old towel that I cut up and I just keep squares of it in the office, and then just a jar of water, which I hope at no point I will mistake for my tea. I've got the tea over here on a separate side of the table. So yeah, as far as supplies are concerned, that is what we're gonna be using. I'm not gonna do any of the salt or anything like too fancy. We're just gonna start in on the background. Oh, I do need to grab, if I don't have it out already, where did I put it? My heat gun. That was the one thing I forgot to grab. I'm not entirely sure where I put it. So give me 1 second, figure out where I set it. Because that is kind of necessary when you are doing watercolor in coloring books, just because the paper can get warped and kind of fall apart quite a bit. Where did you put it? I should have looked for it before I started streaming. We may need to do without. I last used it on those puffy paint things. Hang on, I'm just gonna check and see if I put it down on the bottom shelf here. Give me a second. Nothing like a little bit of chaos with me. Usually I have it close at hand, but I must have moved it. Aha, never mind, I found it. It was on the shelf behind a box. Go figure. All right, I'm gonna plug this in right here, which I'm glad, because that actually would have been a little difficult. I probably sound really echoed, and it's because I'm under my desk plugging this in. Hi, Trey. Well, Disney World. Nice. Okay, so got my heat gun. I just got this one at Amazon. It's Chandler Tools. I don't know if I have it linked. You could try ! heat gun. Maybe I had the foresight to link it at some point. Watercolor brush pens. I do have watercolor brush pens, but that kind of limits me on how I want to mix colors. So yeah, I'm gonna do regular watercolors tonight, but I do have them. All right, ! heat gun. Did I? I don't think I did. Thanks, Sam. Hi, Callie. All right, so let's go ahead and jump on in. For the brush that I want to use, I thought I had a mid one. I'm gonna grab my jar of brushes here real quick, because I think I must have, oh, here it is, never mind. Oop. Did I mention it's a little bit of chaos in here? Just a little bit. That's what happens when you're organizing and the place is just turned upside down. I'm gonna start with a number, thanks, Sam. I'm gonna start with a number 8 round. Let's see, I don't have my swatch chart out, but I have a pretty good idea of all the colors, so we are just gonna start with that. So, like I said, I wanna go black on the edge and then fade to blue on the inside. So, sounds good, Aaron. I'm gonna shift these over just a bit. That one's probably okay where it's at. Let's see, we can zoom in a little bit, but since I'm gonna be kind of covering the whole thing, I wanna make sure you guys can see all of it. So let's see, let's go ahead and see how black is our black. And I believe it's this one here. Oh, and this one is what? Like a little bit of a gray here. I see, that one's more like an umber. Yes, get some rest. Thanks for stopping in. All right, so we got a good black right here. Okay. And for our blue, I like the look of this one, but it might be too bright. Oh, that one's like a Prussian brute. I like that. What's this one next to it? That one's gonna be brighter, I think. Yeah, that's much brighter. Okay. And then this one next to it. Oh, I like that. I like that a lot. That's like an indigo. Okay, I think we got our colors here. So I'm not gonna like, you'll just have to kind of go based off of like what colors I say I'm using. You know, now that I think about it, do I want to use a larger brush since we're covering more space? Yeah, let's try a larger brush. I don't want to oversaturate the paper because like I said, it's not watercolor paper, so it could be a little rough with it. But that's why we're gonna dry quickly in between. Okay, so let's actually start by getting the page just a little bit wet. Not a ton. You don't want to oversaturate it too much because, again, it's paper. It's not watercolor paper. It does have its limitations. So we're going to be careful because we don't want to get this blue and black in on the cheetah. So let's thin this out just a little bit because it's easier to add than it is to take away. A little bit of green on there on accident, but it's all right. All right, so we are just gonna start here. Like I said, we're gonna be drying a lot in between because we want this paper to last as long as possible. It's interesting, there's like streakiness to it. It's like the texture of the paper. All right, I'm gonna dry it. We're gonna be doing a lot of this drying, so you'll have to bear with me. But that's kind of what I like about watercolors. You get to just move really quick. And then when it comes to details, we will go ahead and add more as we go along. I think I will switch back to that smaller brush because we're gonna have to work around his face and I don't wanna get that black on top of him. There we go. It's still a little bit damp, but we're gonna work with it. I'm gonna take this off for now because we're gonna dry it in between. All right. So let's get some more. We're gonna need a lot more of this black because that is definitely not as dark as we want it. We wanna get plenty of water too though. So if we want it to be a nice dark black and not too washed out, we wanna get plenty of pigment, but also plenty of water because if we thin it out too much, then we'll get like this light gray. And we definitely want it to be more like a black. See, there we go. I'm trying not to linger too long on any one spot. Just because, like I said, the more water you add, the more the paper will break down. But it's really hard to spread it around smoothly if it's too dry. So you're trying to find the happy medium. Okay. So we're just doing this kind of around the outside, and then we're going to be using the blue. Or it may just like end up an entire disaster. Who knows? All of these stars will probably do some white paint pen or gel pen to make these stand out. Let's very carefully add some there. I'm trying to move quickly so that we don't keep it there. All right, let's go ahead and dry it then. Because the less time it spends wet, the less likely it is to break down. So if it seems like I'm going fast, it's specifically so that I can get the look that I want and have the paper survive. Now, Barbara Colors, I haven't tried it yet, but she also irons her pages. So if you find, see, it's still drying kind of light, so we may end up adding a little bit of pencil on top of it anyway. But once it dries, if you get a paper that's kind of crimpy, you can also iron it. I haven't tried it yet, but if you are familiar with Barbara Colors, she kind of says how she does it, and it's just brilliant. Okay, that's still a little bit damp, but it's good enough that we can start moving on to the rest of the section of the page. So let's get some more water, get some more black paint here. Yeah, you guys can see what I'm mixing over there. All right, let's go ahead and go across the top. Like I said, we're going for kind of a black border with blue fade. So it's okay if it goes lighter as you go towards the middle. I'm gonna try my best not to go over these lanterns because I don't want them to lose their glow. Okay, so we're just moving pretty quickly. I'd be curious like about this paper why it initially shows like the streakiness. Like it has something to do with the fibers, I'm sure. You hear the kiddos down there, downstairs watching TV. I just heard little Steve squeal about something. What am I missing? Let's see. Oh, was it too loud? Was the heat gun too loud? I think the heat gun is pretty easy on ears and I'm using headphones. Okay, good. Good. Wait, did I miss anything up top? I don't think I did. Okay. Yeah, if the heat gun is too loud, let me know because we'll be needing to use it frequently. So if I need to mute, just tell me. Most of my noise gates cuts out quite a bit of the sound, but if you're wearing headphones, it's probably gonna sound louder without them. Okay, let's dry real quick. Not loud at all, it's fine? Okay, cool. Sounds good. Have a great night, Trey. It's fine with headphones? Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm liking this. It looks pretty smooth, and I think once we get the rest of the color down, it'll work. And then we're gonna do that kind of indigo blue. We're gonna blend that in with it. So we're gonna work around our outside and then just work our way in towards the middle with lots of drying in between. Like I said, if you spend too much time on one side, like I'm adding a fair amount of water to this, but I'm moving quickly and trying to dry quickly. So I don't feel like the page is breaking down at all yet. It's still damp, but it's still okay. All right, so we're still using that number 8 round. I'm gonna get some more of that black. Now black, obviously we know is really dark. It's gonna be with watercolors especially, you know, even with pencils, you can kind of erase it a little bit. But with watercolors especially, you can't really take the black back out. So even though I'm moving quickly, it's not perfect, but I am doing my best to try and keep the black around everything else. Especially if we bring in some pencil later, the pencil will help to cover up anything that I have accidentally gone over on. So we're gonna get some more of the black. Now it's interesting, this palette doesn't actually have any white, so if I decide I want to use white later, I did grab the tube white. I'm not sure if he does. All right, so we got a little bit of water. We still, like I said, we still want enough water that this will move smoothly. Okay, we're gonna work in between here. Let's see, when I'm doing these smaller spaces and I don't have the space to spread out the pigment, I don't want the brush too saturated. Okay. A little bit of, there we go. Got a little bit of fiber from the towel on the end of the brush there. Okay, like I said, I am not doing a glow around the lanterns. If I decide I want to later, I will add it with pencil. Prismacolor, something soft, like a wax-based pencil, is going to be best over the top of watercolors. We're gonna go and take this off. There we go. Just for a bit, and then we can put them back on later because we need to be able to get to these spots. Am I still in frame? Yes. I'll probably leave it this zoomed in while I'm working on the background, and then I'll get closer when we start adding more details to the lanterns. Oh. Let's add a little bit more here. One of these days, I really like the Arteza watercolors, but I realized I have a perfectly good set of Winsor and Newton watercolors that I bought when I first started doing this. They've been kind of sadly ignored. All right, we're gonna get a little bit more of that black. Now I'm trying to follow where the grass is. I don't want to accidentally fill black in over the grass. And I know we started 15 minutes late, so we're gonna be going 15 minutes later. I want you guys to have the full 2 hours. I wanna get as far as possible on this page. And I want this to kind of match, so we're gonna add just a little bit more black there. Good. There we go. Take a sip of my tea here real quick. And we are going to do a quick dry. That's one thing I like about watercolors, is it just moves so much faster. And I'm wanting to hold the paper down so it doesn't curl too much without those clips, but I also don't want to, you know, burn myself. So I'm trying to steer clear of the direct line of heat here, because these heat guns do get pretty hot. In fact, fun fact, when I was trying those puffy pens, I learned that puffy stuff can burn. I may or may not have had this on high and way too close. Yeah, I do. And I think that part of it is you kind of have to go fast when you're doing watercolors, because like if I had actual watercolor paper or, you know, for whatever reason was doing it on a canvas, it would allow me to move slower. But I definitely go faster with watercolors, because you can't linger on any one spot too long. Or at least for me, I've found that I can't linger on any one spot too long. Otherwise, I just completely oversaturate paper. And next thing you know, it's all pilling up and falling apart. I'm going over the lines just a little bit, but again, I will fix that with pencil. Trying to keep, this edge is going to be the darkest. There we go. A little bit more water. I may or may not have set it on fire. Okay, well, it didn't like light on fire, but it did burn. So what I learned, because on the instructions for the puffy pens, it says that you need to use a blow dryer, but I'm like, I have a perfectly good heat gun. Fun fact, heat guns are much hotter than blow dryers. And I'm like, it's fine, I'll turn it on high. And it says, oh, you need to hold it really close. And I'm like, okay, yeah, hold it close with a blow dryer, not a heat gun. Anyway, it wasn't bad. I just, you know, singed the parts that puffed up the most. Right, yeah, it's definitely coming out more gray. And I'm gonna tell you right now, it looks more brown for you guys. And I think my lamp is got a little bit more warmth to it. I'm gonna I've got this setting on here, so it's not quite as warm. That's warmer. Now we're gonna go cooler. There we go. That's a little bit better. I sometimes forget, and then I like look back and I'm like, why does that look so yellow? Well, then there's also this one. Which I'm adding the cold. Yeah, there you go, Ev. I'm adding the cold and the fire one to the emote stickers. I printed some out today, and I'm getting stuff organized with them, and I'll have the listing updated. But yeah, I'm adding the fire and the ice one to the emotes. Oh, really, Kelsey? Oh, interesting. Okay. They're really intriguing, and we're definitely going to use them. So thank you, Ev, for that wonderful little happy mail. That was along with the Dylan Hollis cookbook. Looking forward to having some time to actually doing some of that. The kids start school on the 10th, and we went and did all of their back to school shopping, which was just an oh-so-fun trip. But it wasn't too bad. We got everything they needed, and I made little Emily some of her own custom stickers to decorate the outside of her binder, and we're planning decorating her locker. As soon as we know what size locker she has, we're gonna get some decorations for that. So, you know, they're excited. Sad that summer's over, but also, you know, excited to head on back and see their friends. Okay, we're still just trying to move kind of fast. We're going to be bringing in that blue soon, and we're going to overlap the blue on the black. Hi, Bee. Oh, I'm so glad. Welcome. It's so fun. Yeah, Bird Lady, they're starting it early here. I honestly thought that we had more time, but now they started it like almost a week earlier. Like, I thought it wasn't going to be until later August. Now, we get out of school earlier, but I think even, Shannon, you were saying Tennessee is already going back to school a few days before us as well. Like, it's crazy. Oh, fine, Ev. Yeah, so when I used to live in the Pacific Northwest, we would be back to school in September, but we get out earlier. I think we get out in May. So the earlier start time is normal, but it used to be closer to the end of August. But we really only had like two and a half months of summer vacation. But they're adding in a fall break this time. So like we'll have fall break, we'll have Thanksgiving break, we'll have Christmas break, we'll have spring break. So they're putting in more breaks. Why? I don't know. But also, even though they changed the time that school starts, the state hasn't changed tax-free weekend, which is meant to be an advantage to parents and teachers to get school supplies before school starts. But tax-free weekend isn't until next week. I know, right? Oh, I'm so glad you're here, Kelsey. Yeah, everyone's getting started early. I have no idea why. At least they're making up for it. And the thing of it is, it's not the end of the world, because with it being so hot here, unless you're traveling somewhere that has cooler weather or you're doing some sort of indoor resort, most of the time we're just, most of the time we're just indoors anyway. It's just too hot. Tax-free is this weekend is in Ohio. Yeah, I have to double check, but I'm pretty sure ours is next week. I remember looking at it and going, oh, that's after school already starts. I want to say like it's the 17th or the 18th or whatever weekend that falls on, but it's solidly after school already starts. So we're like, okay, well, I mean, it wasn't too bad. I think in total, we only ended up paying about, after we got everything, tax was only about $44, which, if you know Texas taxes like, you know how much school supplies cost. But it wasn't terrible. It wasn't terrible. So, you know, it was all doable, and they got everything they needed. And, you know, it was a good time too, because they both shot up over the summer, and they both practically needed an entirely brand new wardrobe. Like, that's how much they grew. And I was like, well, guess we're doing it. We're gonna do it. Might as well do it upright. So they had a good time. They were all pretty pooped by the time we were done shopping, but they got a treat of Starbucks at the end, because we went to Target to do it, and our Target has a Starbucks inside. Woo! Oh no, we need to add more so that doesn't stand out now. All right, there we go. Hi, Allison, how are you? But yeah, I'm gonna guess that if they keep this earlier schedule, the state will probably fix the tax-free weekend, because I am sure, especially teachers too, like that tax-free stuff is a big deal for them considering how much stuff they get for their classrooms. So I have a feeling they will remedy it next year. Yep, 11th through the 13th. Yeah, so that's what it was, but still, it's at our school starts on the 10th. And the kids need their stuff before we go, so yeah. I have a feeling though, there's probably gonna be some parents that will wait anyway, but it's really kind of a matter of how much are you gonna end up spending, and you know, how much of it do you actually need? So, I mean, you know, it's a nice discount not having to pay it, but I'm not gonna, you know, chance my kids feeling embarrassed or awkward because they don't have any of their school stuff yet, just so I can save a few bucks. So, yep. I'm thinking, because it's really only a week out. Even if it had been, you know, like a week earlier, that would have been fine. But the school supplies areas were pretty well picked over. So, like, as it is, I need to get some dry erase markers, because the ones that they requested on the school supplies list, oh, look at that. I'm definitely going to have to add more to fix that. They were completely sold out of, so I need to order on Amazon real quick. I keep forgetting to do it, get some more dry erase markers for the school supplies list. We got everything else though. We got everything else, which is good. Clothes, shoes included. They were just, the kids have always been young enough that, you know, sure, they needed shoes, but we mostly just got them stuff when they needed stuff. We didn't always do, oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to fix that. We didn't always do one big, you know, school shopping trip, because it's like, oh, you need shorts? We'll get you some shorts. Oh, you need shoes? We'll get you some shoes. But they just, yeah, they blew out of everything this year. I'm like, all right, we need new shoes. We need new sandals, pants, shirts, all the works. Oh, did that just rhyme? Oh my gosh, I'm Dr. Seuss already. But I'm glad for it, because now they're gonna feel excited and confident going to school and knowing that they have everything they could possibly need for their classes. So it's all done and over with now, and we can relax this weekend and just hang out. I promised little Steve I'd make a carrot cake, so we're gonna do that, and it'll all be good. They're excited. Missouri's tax-free weekend is this week, and Illinois is greedy and does not have a tax-free weekend? What? Oh man. See, we didn't have one in Oregon, but that's because in Oregon, we don't pay a sales tax up there. We pay a state tax come tax season. But the whole idea of tacking on an additional price to what something already costs, it was something I had to get used to when we moved down here, just because like in Oregon, the price of what you see, that's the price that you pay. Like, that's all it is. Like, oh, candy bar for $1.99? Okay, sweet, it costs $1.99 rather than it costing like $2.07. Not that, you know, that makes a huge difference, but I mean, Steve and I are gonna be getting a car hopefully this month, and I'm gonna tell you right now, I sure wish that I told Steve, I was like, wait a minute, if we wait and get the car on the tax-free weekend, and then he was obliged to tell me that tax-free weekend is for like school supplies, not necessarily new cars. Because there's actually, if you go to like the tax-free weekend thing, it's got like the stipulations of what the tax-free is for, and it's mostly school supplies. So we cannot go and purchase a vehicle on tax-free weekend and hope that we won't have to pay tax on it. It was an idea, you know, I was feeling optimistic. Shit. Hey, a girl can dream, all right? Yeah, right, Patty, I know, it sends everyone in. It's like when when I was pregnant with the kids, they were born nearby a holiday. And I went to Hobby Lobby, and 6 months out, they were already decorating for said holiday. And at that point, I was only about 3 months pregnant, and I'm like looking at it going, but they're gonna be born during that time. Why are they out already? And then I just had to remind myself that Hobby Lobby pretty much likes to have their holiday decorations up year round, no matter what holiday. Easter, Thanksgiving, it's all the same. Based on zip code. Ah, I gotcha. Okay, let's see. This side's gonna be pretty dark. I think we'll definitely be bringing in some pencil. Yeah, a girl can dream. Tax-free weekend on a card. What if they're a teacher and to get to school, they need a new car, therefore it's a teacher expense, right? Isn't that how it works? Yay, taxes. Oh well, it is what it is. All about doing that fun adulting stuff, isn't it? All I'm saying, adulting was way overhyped. Way overhyped. I know, right? I keep seeing little videos on social media about like, it's August, it's Halloween. It's like, it's 106 degrees outside. Halloween is not happening yet. Literally this week, it's going to hit 106 multiple times. It was 105 today. Like, you just do not spend a lot of time outside. Like, the kids have some neighbors that they like to play with, and I was texting their mother, and they're like, oh, we should get the kids, you know, out to play. And I was just like, you know, I'd love to, but it is too hot to ride bikes out. Like, it's just not. Like, literally, they say, if you don't have to go outside, don't go outside. You will, like, you ever watch Indiana Jones, and it's that scene where they're choosing the cups, and he chose poorly, and he chose the wrong cup. It's like that if you walk outside. I know, right, Tammy? It's like those, what is it? Hickory Farms? I almost said Hillshire Farms, but Hickory Farms, like meat and cheese things, and the cheese isn't refrigerated. I'm always like a little sketched out by it, but Steve loves them. He loves Hickory Farms. Or Hillshire Farms. Hickory Farms? I don't know, that one box with the holiday cheese, meat, and mustard, and strawberry candy. Low 80s. Oh my gosh. No, it is. And I feel bad. Like, I think that, I don't know how much longer we're going to be in Texas, but I think that if we have the opportunity to move elsewhere with Steve's work, I'm not going to be opposed to it. I would love for the kids to be able to experience either that or get to the point in you know, our careers where we can, like, we have friends who have summer homes in like Montana, and I'm like, dang, man, I'm not summer home in Montana. But anyway, maybe that can be a secondary option, because like, I have so many fond memories of summer as a kid, you know, going out, running around, riding bikes. Now, granted, you know, as the early 90s, things were very different. But you know, blackberry picking, like all the things, and it wasn't completely intolerable. But here, you just straight up cannot go outside. I went over that lantern a little bit. I need to slow down. Let's see, Hickory Farms, there you go, love their mints, right? Hi Liz, my dream vacation would be anywhere warm by the sea with Wi-Fi and all-you-can-eat vegetarian buffet, peaceful with entertainment if needed nearby with private nights. Liz, that sounds amazing, I'm down with that. Best summer song, yeah. Schools don't need to have air conditioning. Well, that's the thing. It's gonna be like 106 outside during school. So, you know, I always thought it made sense for summertime, you know, for them to do school when the kids can actually go out for recess and it's not like sweltering. But as it is, like, I don't know what they're gonna do about recess with this heat. It is going to be hot this year. And so, I don't know, I'm gonna have a talk with the kids to make sure that they are staying. I mean, there's so many kids out there. I cannot expect, you know, whatever teachers are out there to be like, everybody drink your water, and half the kids aren't gonna listen anyway. So I need to make sure that I am training my kids to stay sufficiently hydrated during all of that. Ooh, Spain. The games are opening. All right, so I'm just drying this. We're almost done with the black, and then we're gonna start bringing in the blue. And then if the paper allows it, I'm probably gonna do black again. Or I might even bring in some of the 2 watercolor black to get it a little bit darker. So, I don't know. Well, what is Ronnie saying? I'm not missing anything, am I? I feel like I'm missing something. It's Steve! Hi, Steve! But yeah, we'll have to make sure the kids stay super high. I just realized, look, there's like a little, I don't know if you can see it. There's like a little bird cage here. What kind of lantern is that? I don't even know what I'm gonna do with that. That's a little dinky bird cage. It's Steve. He is the super duper fantabulous, most handsome puppy in the whole wide world. And he is feeling much better. His blood pressure and everything is back to normal. I think it was just a side effect of the medicines the doctor gave him. But yeah, things are, he's back at work and things are starting to be normal just in time for us to get sick from school. Actually, no, I didn't say that, knock on wood. Everyone knock on wood for me. I didn't say that. I'm gonna jinx it. Oh, just this, yeah. Yeah, it's ridiculously hot. I think last summer it got up to like 104. I don't know. I'll be glad when the heat is over. You know, it's been nice though. If we, living in that, you know, since we moved to the house, it's so much better. It's so much better. If we had to live out that summer in the apartment again, we would have lost our minds. So I am grateful we are, you know, we have a yard, we can go out in the evening and you know, the kids have plenty of space. They all have their own rooms and yeah. Iceland wasn't so expensive to live. I totally live there. No extreme temperatures or mosquitoes. There's no mosquitoes? Seriously? I wouldn't mind that. None of them skeeters. All right, we're gonna move that over. And I'm gonna turn this because it is gonna be much easier for my wrist trying to get the black up here. But we can zoom in just a tad here. Shift that over. It's kind of in the way of the water, but we're gonna be doing this and it'll be much easier. Like the tiny galaxy, right? There you go, I like it. Oh, maybe that's it. That could be it, the tiny bird cage. Let's see if he's got it listed in the back. Oh, yep. A bird cage. He has it right there. Apparently I was testing something there. Okay. So now we're gonna get our black again. See, this is pretty simple. It's just a black. Now, if you're following along, you know, whether it's now or 3 years from now, if you are using a richer black, then just, you know, change your method accordingly. I'm just trying not to go over too much of the lantern here. Go. Hi, Deborah, how are you? Oh, okay, okay. All right, let's see. Hang on, I think I want to use a smaller paintbrush for this little corner here. Let's use, let's see. An angle brush. I know I have another small round one, but I think I used it and put it away with a project. So let's, no, you know what? We're just gonna stick with this one and I will just, it'll be fine. We're probably gonna use this one a lot. Just slow down just a little bit. Definitely want to get more black here. That's not going to be nearly enough. I want to make sure I am going around those lanterns. There we go. That's a little bit darker. And if you're wondering, like, what does this mean for the page on the opposite side? The paper does get crinkly. I don't usually intend on coloring the page behind it. So if you are not wanting to sacrifice a page like that, then either, you know, get a second book or just choose your pages carefully or however you want to do it. I don't even know what's on the other side of this. It is a pterodactyl, and there's another one back here, so I'm good with sacrifice. Okay. Just going around, trying to be extra careful. This is really going to kind of come together once we get the blue too. You'll get a better idea of what we're working with here. Obviously, this black is not as black as I would like, so I think what we're going to do is we will finish up with this black, then we will do our blue, and then we will bring in the two black and see if we can get a little bit of a richer, darker black for it. Pee-wee's Playhouse? Wait, what reminds you of Pee-wee's Playhouse? Pterodactyl? I feel like I forgot something I said. That's really dark. Sorry, I have that tendency where I'll say something and then someone will reference it in chat. And since my mind's already moved on, I don't remember what it was. Oh, the page behind it. You know, I know the show. Like, if somebody said the name, like just now, I'd be like, oh yeah, but I don't actually recall ever watching it much. All right, so we're gonna dry this, and then we're gonna start in with our blue. Then we'll find a little bit of a darker black, and we'll add a bit more. Pateri, is that one of the characters? I'm sorry, Shannon. Okay, Shannon, if it helps, it's not my fault. We did not have cable as a kid. Like, if we watched anything on TV, it was like with fuzzy antennae. I got some Mr. Rogers in there. Like, we were not a TV family when I was a kid. If we did watch movies, chores had to be done, and it better be raining outside. And usually it was a family movie at the end of the day, so I didn't even get to choose anyway. Like, we had some strictness going on. It wasn't on cable. Okay, well, that's probably it. I mean, I wasn't allowed to watch Pocahontas, so I probably wouldn't. Oh, Petrie. Oh, Petrie from Land Before Time. Okay. I got Petrie, yeah. We actually just watched Land Before Time with the kids the other day. They'd seen it once when they were younger, but they're older now, and they know the way the Disney movies tend to go. Little Emily was like, she's like, the mom's gonna get it, isn't she? And I was like, well, kiddo. You have a puppet of that? Oh, of PG. Wait, is that the one? I was actually just telling Steve about this. Is that the one that came from Pizza Hut? Because I remember when Land Before Time came out, they had all of these plastic or rubber puppets from Pizza Hut. I remember playing with them. I'll probably have to like look them up. The plastic one, yes, yeah, the ones from Pizza Hut. She cleans and fires things that we bought. Oh, that's cool. Okay, I'm on board with you on that one. But yeah, they're just like, the mom's it's not gonna end well for her. I mean, thankfully it was the beginning of the movie, but it's been enough time since they watched it that they weren't entirely sure what to expect. Okay, so I'm using this indigo color now. We're gonna get quite a bit here. Yes, I distinctly remember the Pizza Hut ones. Okay, so let's see. I think I'm gonna work from the cheetah outwards to the black. So I actually want to turn the book again. Okay, and I want to work what's gonna make my hand most comfortable. So let's see. We're gonna start out lighter. I feel like that's too much pigment on it. We're gonna go slowly. So let's start here. And again, I want to be careful not to get this on the lantern. And then we'll do a second layer to blend this indigo in with the black better. But definitely bring it out so that it overlaps. Ah, there we go. Yeah, we didn't do a ton of TV as a kid. I mean, we had other things going on. we played outside a lot. We lived in an area where we were not like outside of town, but like on the outskirts. And so we didn't have a lot of traffic. So we were always riding bikes and everything. But yeah, TV. And we did get a Super Nintendo eventually, but literally like TV and entertainment was, it better be raining outside and your rooms better be clean. Right? Oh no, constantly. Yeah, right? So cute. I know, that's what I was thinking with the like the kind of orangey yellow. Yeah, absolutely. That's why I wanted to do the background first, because I was just like, I need this, I need to be able to visualize this a little bit better. So we're gonna count this as still layer 1. We just have, you know, our first layer of black, our first layer of blue. And right now, they don't look very blended, but they will be before we're done. Look, I played Dr. Mario on a black and white 13-inch TV. I don't want to... There you go. Oh, see, we never had like any of the Atari or anything like that. We definitely had a Super Nintendo. Funny thing is of all my siblings, I ended up getting the Super Nintendos. My brother had it for a little while, but then he just doesn't have the time or the interest to play. So he actually ended up sending me our old console. So I have those. And so we have all of our old games, plus Steve has his consoles and all of his old games. And this summer, little Steve's, he's been going through all of the retro games and he absolutely loves it. But one of the retro games that Steve had that actually it's kind of hard to find because it's an old game. They're coming out with a new version of it soon, but it was Super Mario RPG. And so that was little Steve's big goal for the summer, is he wanted to beat the game. And he finally beat it the other day and he was very proud. Got 30 minutes of TV a night, and usually my older brother or sister does a show, right? Learning them shades. Oh, ceramic Christmas tree. We have one of those I can't talk. One of those you paint it places here in town that I love to do. In fact, when little Steve was born, he was so tiny, we went to the you paint it place and we did a footprint of his on a little ceramic flat ornament. And so every year we hang that one up. I love it. All right, let's get some more of that indigo. Like I said, this will all smooth out when we're done. We're just kind of doing our base layers right now. Let's see, let's get some of that there. This indigo, I think, is just perfect for this. That is too much blue right there. There we go. And I mean, watercolors tend to be a little bit darker anyway, but it just depends on how much pigment you have on your brush. I do want this to be darker by the time we're done, but I would also like it to be more smooth as well. I don't know, there's something about, like, I love coloring, don't get me wrong, but there is something about watercolors and like painting that I find more relaxing than I do pencils. You guys headed to bed? Okay, hang on one second. I am painting a cheetah with lanterns. Love you. Get some sleep.
Are those Pegasi?
Hi, chat.
Pegasi? Over here?
Yeah. Oh wait,
No, they look like unicorns in a cage. Maybe they belong in that cage.
What?
But look, it's open and there's a rainbow going out, so they can come and go as they please.
Wait, chat can't see it.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, see, chat, the unicorns are fine. There's a rainbow coming out. They come and go as they please. Look, they have little fairy helpers.
Oh
Maybe.
wait, really?
Yeah, look, see, little fairy. Yeah, I think they're perfectly happy unicorns. Get some sleep.
I hope.
Love you guys. Everyone's saying good night.
Night, chat.
We're very concerned about the well-being of the unicorns. All right, let's get a little bit more. I really like this darkness that we got with the indigo. But we're gonna shoot for that. Again, we're gonna add some more here. Go slower around those lanterns. But I also want to blend with the, there we go. Smooth that out just a bit. I'll look up and chat here in just a second. I want to get that indigo all the way down. Trying real hard not to go over those lanterns because that's going to be like the one in the forefront that everyone's going to see the most. But again, if there's anything we really kind of fudged up, we can always touch it up with pencil. They do not do well in captivity. Sounds good, Angela. All right, let's add a little bit more here. So I'm still going through Call the Midwife while I work. And I've seen, like, I'm nearing the end of what's available on Netflix, and I've seen this season before, but it's been so long since I watched it. I'm actually kind of like, it's like I'm rewatching because I don't remember what happens. And we all know how much Call the Midwife likes to kill off characters that you don't think that they're actually going to kill off. And so, like, now I'm watching it, but, like, I feel like I'm watching it while waiting for the other shoe to drop. Like Sister Julianne, I'm like, why does she seem so upset this episode? What's gonna happen? Or Fred, I was like, dear God. Oh my gosh. I mean, I don't know what they've got going in the new seasons, but I'm telling you, if Fred ever leaves, I'm gonna be so sad. Kim, thank you. Get some hypes in chat for Kim, exclamation point hype. Ooh, you get Caps hype. And we're gonna throw some of those handy dandy hype emotes, and a cake one, and a cozy, and a paw. Thank you, Kim. Kim, don't forget to get your free download over from the community tab. That went up the other day, so that one is available to you as well. Thank you so much, Kim. All right, so let's do a little bit here. Like Trixie has been there since, you know, season 1, man. I follow her on Instagram, actually, so I'm usually pretty up with it. I can't remember, though. Is Call the Midwife, is that ending anytime soon? See, I really like how smooth that blue is. We're definitely gonna need to darken up our black, but let's go ahead and dry this real quick. I hope it's not ending anytime soon. Okay. That was a lot of water that we put on here, so I wanna make sure that it's nice and dry. And I actually might grab that tube blacks and focus on this corner for just a little bit. Because we're definitely need to get a small paintbrush for this area here. So I want to get this nice and dry because my hand's going to be resting on it and I really don't want to smear it. Which means actually that we could put this clip over here if we're going to work on this bottom left corner, which means also I can zoom in just a bit more. It means all the things. Okay, and let's grab this one and put it over here. Right, oh, God, my finger wasn't in that. Right, Deborah? I know it's pretty high right now, isn't it? I just remember seeing some sort of title of some article that talked about it. Just about there. Okay, I think that's good enough. So let's go ahead, position this up just a bit, and we're gonna try to make sure it's all in frame still. Got this rag here, so I think that's about as good as we're gonna get. Okay, I've got my watercolors right here. So, just zoom up for a second while I look for it. Let's see. I just keep it in the box. I don't really have them super organized, so I kind of just have to look. Oh, I got lucky. Found it. Sweet. Well, if he does win, don't tell us, because if you win, you probably should keep it a secret. It's like those things of like, you know, if I win the lottery, I won't tell anyone, but there will be signs. And then there's like a picture of somebody with like 800 cats living on a cat farm. Okay, so this is just the black from the tube watercolors. 1.3 billion. Of course, if you take one-time payout, it'll be a lot less. Then there's taxes. By the time you get done, you walk out with only your... Wait, my watercolor box? Oh, yeah. I don't know. I haven't found... I used to have this board with butterfly clips where I'd hold on to it, but I mean, I don't know how does anyone else store their tube watercolors? I've never really come up with a good idea to store them. Hi, Mercy. Okay, so I don't know if you can see up here. Let's zoom out for just a second. I've got the little dollop of black over there, so I'll be thinning it out, and that is what we're gonna use on the edge here to get a darker color on the outside and then a nice smooth blend to the indigo. Okay, so we're gonna start grabbing some of that. We're gonna put this on the separate one. And plenty of water, because like I said, it's always easier to add than it is to take away. I'll show you here actually. You can see how dark that is. But I want to make sure that I don't go too heavy. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna clean the brush and then I'll pick up the paint again. Oh, sounds good, Kim. Yeah, just refreshing. Really, Ev? That seems dangerous. Like, I love the idea of winning the... I'm gonna have to get new water by the time we move on to do a new color. I like the idea of winning the lottery, but the practicality of it, it's like when you go on a game show, you know? Like, the fuzz on the end. It's like when you go on a game show, you know, you have to pay tax on the prizes that you win. So it's like, oh, a really nice idea, but the reality of it, like, definitely, like, if you win, you would hire, you know, a financial advisor. I mean, if we were lottery players, I mean, I would, you know, pay off anything that needs to be paid off, make sure that, you know, we have, I wouldn't go straight out and buy a house. Like, I feel like that would be rushed. I'd probably, like, stay stay put right where we're at and, like, do everything slowly. You know, first, of course, make sure all the taxes and everything, you've got whatever you need set aside from that. Help out family members if they need help with, you know, paying anything off. But, I mean, is it really worth it to win the lottery? I mean, I suppose if even if it was 1.3 billion and you only got $500,000 out of everything at the end, I mean, that's nothing to balk out. I wouldn't, or not $500,000 or $500 million, whatever, however it gets divided up. It, you know, it would be nice for sure. But you never hear too many awesome stories about what happens after that. Right? Oh my gosh, do they really? Like, I had someone that I knew where her mom had gone on The Price is Right, and she ended up winning a car, but it just ended up being more of a headache in the end. And I'm just like, well, that doesn't sound fun. I'll just earn my money and save smart. Call it good. Call it a day. I really need to maybe use like a microfiber cloth, I think, because like fuzzies from the towel, because I didn't like hem the edge of the towel. It's all just, yeah, it's an old towel and I have it cut up in cute pieces for, but I keep getting fuzzies on the end of the brush. See, I like that. That's turning out much darker. Yeah, that's much closer to what I wanted. Minor and Trays, aren't you proud? Yeah, I don't even know. How would you organize them? I mean, trays, I suppose. The clips, yes. But like, I have acrylic tubes and watercolor tubes. I think the best thing I've seen is like pegboards with them hanging up. Like, I did get a zipper container for the gelatos, and that's nice. I think it was meant to be like a lipstick holder container thingy, but yeah. Heard that folks who got the Stream Makeover Home Edition will lose their redone homes to taxes and increased price. Yeah, I don't doubt it. We used to do taxes for a lottery winner. She said the money was nice, but the rest was a nightmare. Oh, yeah, I can imagine. Oh, there you go. Oh, yeah. We used to get those. Those are really thick and soft. Maybe I would save them specifically for the watercolors. Yeah, I feel like it would be a nightmare. Well, and not to mention, when people win the 1.3 billion, isn't it usually multiple winners and then you have to split it? I mean, the idea of having 1.3 billion go straight to your bank account, sure, that sounds awesome. And, you know, the financial freedom, I suppose. You know what I would almost think I'd want to do? So, pay anything off that needs to be paid off, right? Keep living how we're living. You know, if there's anything that we've been needing to get, go ahead and, you know, get it. If anybody needs like a new computer or something, set aside savings for the kids. But I just don't know that I would spend it like all that much. I would save it. And maybe even like set aside what we need for the kids and like donate most of it. Ah, yeah. Yeah, investing would probably be smart. I didn't even think about that. That way it's somewhere and it's not just sitting in your bank account too. Yeah, I would definitely have to get a financial advisor. Like, no doubt. I'd be like, so I don't really know what to do now. Just for art stuff, yeah. I think we're definitely gonna need to get our blue again after we lay down this black and blend it just a bit more. Because I know for you guys it looks like it's still like blue and black, but when we're all done, it'll look nicer. We're just taking our time adding this darker black here around the lanterns. Okay, so maybe we should save this as a question of the day. But if you were to win $1 million, okay, let's say it's a kind of world where you don't need to worry about the taxes. There's no worry of people taking advantage of you or, you know, relatives coming out of the works. It is completely what is that term when oh yeah, it's completely catch free. Like there's no catch to it all. Literally somebody just gave you $1 million. What would you do with the $1 million? You don't have to pay taxes. You don't have to pay it back to anyone. You don't have to do anything specific with it. You can do whatever you want with it. What would you do? If I won, I'd be buying a custom motorhome and roam the land. See, I love that. Pay off everything, buy one reasonable thing, get a financial planner, put the rest away. Yes, Deborah, exactly. Yeah, put it in the bank. Do you really, Deborah? There's a part of like that tiny house living that really appeals to me. Just the kind of, you know, freedom that comes with that. But I mean, first of all, it does not appeal to Steve in any way at all. But second of all, you know, obviously with the kids, we want to be stable and stay in one place. But there's a part of me that appeals to, just the freedom that it allows. Put it away for later or get bills paid off, right? I mean, who, I would say who in America, but I mean, I think bills are pretty universal. Everybody's got something that they want to pay off or need to pay or whatever else. So, you know, again, adulting. Right, Marcy? Yeah, that would be a struggle. That would be a struggle. Trying to decide what the pencils I want to do. I suppose if I were to live in a tiny house and had to limit myself to like one set of paints, one set of pencils, I suppose the niche for my channel could be like, what other exotic place will I color in? Like, you would like title of, you know, that clickbait for YouTube. You won't believe where she colored next. On top of a volcano? Question mark, question mark, question mark. Man, I feel like coloring on top of a volcano wouldn't be super practical, but you know, gotta do it for the gram. Am I right? I should say Emily Illustrator does not support coloring on top of a volcano. Do it solely at your own risk. Yeah, to customize your motorhome, exactly. Would definitely, oh yeah, pay the bills in my church. Rode an Icelandic horse on a volcano. Whoa, hold up. Patty, you can't say that in one sentence and not explain. You rode an Icelandic horse on a volcano. Are you like a movie star? Or like was this a vacation package that says, you know, get a hotel, ride a horse on a volcano? Or even more specifically, an Icelandic, there's a story with this, and I feel like we need to know it. Are you like secretly like a super famous daredevil that we don't know? I don't know. I guess I'm more imagining like cartoony kind of, I'm trying to find a piece of paper here. A cartoony kind of thing. I got no paper close by. I got sticky notes. I just didn't bring them in, like a volcano. And on top, there's lava. I don't know. That is true. That is true. Okay, going in between the blades. But yes, that sounds like you have a story to tell here. Oh, that's awesome. Were their hair flapping in the wind? Yes. And if there's a cape involved and like a parrot on the shoulder, because that seems like it would fit in. Icelandic horse, volcano, parrot. Off-grid RV, right? Yeah, but the off-grid thing too, that appeals to me too. You know, in the sense of the word, where it's nice to imagine, but you know, practically probably won't be able to do it. Right, Callie? Me too. I know, Patty. Like, we need to know. Like, what was the situation? Are you secretly an Icelandic, like, spy, and you had to go solve the mystery of the volcano monster? I don't know. I'm not doing well. Yeah, my horse would be like, nope. Oh my gosh. Last time I rode a horse, it was for my birthday. I can't remember which one, but it was, the kids were younger, and Steve took me, there's a place in Waco. He took me horseback riding for my birthday, and that was so fun. We got a babysitter for the entire day, and there's this little, what was it? I think it was a Mennonite village where they, you know, do all that homemade stuff and everything. And yeah, we rode horseback for like an hour. It was awesome. Kenny! Hi, Kenny. We had a 2-day layover in Iceland on the way back from England after seeing his family. We went to a hotel called Elstar, and they had riding packages. Patty, that's freaking amazing. You can ride a horse on a volcano. I like that. That sounds awesome. Okay, when we're done with this section, we're gonna move up to here so we can start doing some lanterns. Or we could just start doing some lanterns down here. That's a thing too. We could just kind of focus on this corner. This definitely, we're not gonna get it done in one day, I'll tell you that much. I was in Girl Scouts. Oh. A Class C, what, for a license or just, oh yeah, for the camper van. That's awesome. Okay. So now let's go in with that indigo again and layer it over the black. And I think we'll get a little bit of a smoother transition. I'm gonna turn it though, so that my wrist is more comfortable. And yes, I still have my zebra manicure. I honestly meant to do it because it's starting to chip a little bit, but I ran out of time. Rode horses bareback. I had to climb the fence. Okay, if it helps you feel any better, the place, oh wait, that was black. The place where we went, they had like a step ladder thing, like it was a porch that everybody could step up onto, and then it was up on the horse. I did not pull myself up from the ground, like up to the horse. All right, so we're gonna use that indigo again. And thankfully, I can see the texture of the paper coming up a little bit. So I need to be careful how many more layers I put here, but it seems to be doing okay. We'll probably need to dry a bit more frequently, but it's holding up all right. Like I said, the more water you use, the faster it's going to break down. But I do want there to be a smooth transition between the blue and black. I can see it tearing up a little bit. Hang on. We're going to dry real quick so I don't completely abuse this paper. And it always looks darker than it is when you're painting, so don't trust the color until you've dried it. And up in the air, and the horse just shot out from under and never saw. That was not student worthy. Hi, Carol, how are you? Yeah, I typed slow proofread. Attempt to fix typos and actually hit enter before correcting typos. I have done that. I've done that. I've even like entered a text in chat before. Like I was responding to one of Steve's, I think it was in Tammy's stream. I was responding to one of Steve's texts and I put it in chat instead. Cause you know how like, I was in Tammy's chat, I was making my coffee, and then you know how like the preview of a text will slide down? Like I wasn't thinking because I was distracted, and I responded to Steve's text in chat. Thankfully it was anything horribly inappropriate, but we definitely had some eyebrows raised. Because I was saying something about, can't you just come in like the back door or something? Because the way that our garage and front door is set up, it's easier to come in the back door than it is to mess with the garage door and the front door. Anyway, but the way I said it, it made it sound like I was having some sort of shady liaison after Steve left for work. And I'm like, oh my God, it's taken out of context. I showed it to Steve afterwards. He thought it was quite hilarious. I'm like, thanks for that, hun. Tammy had a good chuckle. And anyone who was in chat, I don't remember who all was there, but it was funny. I may need to go get some fresh water. It is looking very black and it may be affecting the color just a tad. Okay, I'm gonna dry this and then I'm gonna go get fresh water real quick. Wait, what did Denver do? Shannon. Oh yeah, that was kind of. Yeah, I've like almost done it multiple times. Like I'm just too distracted and I'm like, oh yeah, yada yada. And then I'm like, oh, hold up. Didn't mean to do that. Okay, hang tight. I'm gonna go get fresh water. Look, see, it's really dark. This is what happens when you're painting in black. Give me 1 second. Talk amongst yourself. Okay, we have fresh water. So funny when I come in here, like I'm walking from room to room, and then I come in here like I'm like hanging out with a friend in here. When in reality, I mean, I am hanging out with friends, but it's through the computer. Like, it's so, yeah. It's not a double page, thank God. It's not a double page. This side, we've got unicorns. So the cheetah butt ends here. So no cheetah tail. Thankfully, it is a single page. It is a single page. Let's see, 19. Luckily, if I haven't, I've been right. No, I hear you on that one. I would too. Let's see. Dream vacation was to Hawaii on our honeymoon. Oh, Carol, I love that. My parents did Hawaii for. They weren't able to take a honeymoon when they first got married, but they did a later in life honeymoon after my last sibling was born, and they did Hawaii. I'm sure we've got pictures and video of it somewhere. Okay, so let's add more of that indigo here. Yeah, I think that water was affecting our color just a little bit. So we're gonna get as much of this background done as we can in this section. So if you're following along, whether you're watching this back or whatever else, I'll catch up on the background after stream. So after we finish this section, we're gonna start working on these lanterns so we can actually get some stuff done. Hi Alex, how are you? Okay, so we're just adding more of that indigo here to, one, get it darker, but two, blend it down with the darker black. I feel like this area here needs to be darker as well. So we're gonna move the page again. Yeah, it's probably pretty good. So let's go ahead and turn this like so. We're gonna dry it real quick because as we've been adding more and more layers, I can tell the paper is starting to break down a little bit, so I want to be really good. Oh, you finished Queen of Shadows. How are you liking it? Get back on them, we're gonna throw you every time. There you go. I would, if there are two things in life that I would love to have someday. Now, I'd have to take classes for one of them because I wouldn't know how to fix it if it ever broke. But there are two things in life that I would someday love to have. One is my own ceramic studio with a kiln. Not for the sake of making things and selling them, but just to make them for myself. Ceramics was probably one of my favorite classes in college, and I loved it so much. But of course, you know, keeping a kiln is complicated. You gotta know how to fix it. You gotta know how to do all that stuff, and I don't know how to do that yet. But that's one of the things that I would love to be able to be in a position in life that I can have a kiln and make whatever I want just because. So, you know, expendable income then. And the other thing is I would love to own a horse. But also I would love to be able to own a horse and have enough money left over to hire someone to tend to the horse. I just want to ride it. It's a trip to Austin, Texas to pick up a computer for my husband. Oh, really? Okay, then. Steve and I didn't take a huge honeymoon. You know, we were young and on a budget and everything. But we did, I think we did a night or two on the coast, a little ways away from where we lived. And it was a really nice hotel. So it was a couple days, but it was awesome. We loved it. Our hotel room was like right out at the beach. So we could walk out the sliding glass doors and it's like I dripped some on the other side. Go out the sliding glass doors and just head out on the beach. It was really nice. Yeah, that dang heart. I can't see what's in. Oh, is it worth reading? Which one is Air of Fire? Air of Fire is my favorite. I finished the whole series. They're good. You sound like the owner of the ceramic studio where you go. She has classes to help supplement her bills there with a full-time job to boot. Yeah, see, that's the thing. That's why I say expendable income, because I am well aware that like having a ceramic studio and a kiln and all of that is expensive. Oh, you just finished Air of Fire this afternoon. Awesome. How do you like it? North Carolina called Seagrove, which was settled by potters because of the red clay. There are dozens of studios in people's homes. They all have their own kilns and so forth. See, that would be amazing. Like that's my dream right there. Whoa, that's black. Which tells me that I could technically get this darker. We might actually try. But I also have to be careful because you are limited on how much water you can add to a page before it really starts to break down. But I do want it darker. Yeah, look how dark that is. We're going for it though. We're going for it. Yeah, a little bit, yeah. So good. It's a good series. It's a good series. I read the, honestly, I've listened to the audiobooks over. I think I probably like that whole series better than like Throne of Glass. Just because, I mean, if you are familiar with the series, you know what kind of scenes there are in it. But I like that the Assassin series, not theories, has a lot more fade to black scenes than the other ones. I feel like it allows you to focus more on the storyline. That being said, when it comes to the Throne of Glass series, I really did like the character redemption in the Tamlin storyline. Right? Yes. But before that one, oh no, wait, is there a 5th book? I thought that series was done. The next book that Sarah J. Maas is putting out is the next Crescent City one, which is a crossover for A Court of Thorns and Roses. So it's not technically the 5th for A Court of Thorns and Roses, because A Court of Thorns and Roses at first was only meant to be a 3-book series. And then the kind of, Hallmark special novella came out, and then the one that focuses around Nesta. Esty's husband has ceramic shop for years, hence the box of ceramics in my basement, but had to close it when he fell off a ladder and broke lots of bones. Oh my gosh. Yeah, 2024. She just released the cover for it. So fans of Sarah J. Maas are pretty excited about the whole thing. Also, you can see how long it's taking us to build up the background colors. So don't feel like, although I was moving the paintbrush fast, I mean, we're what, like an hour in? What time is it? Well, we're like an hour and a half in, and this is where we're at. And we're gonna go past 10 o'clock tonight since I started late. We can get our full 2 hours. It just takes a little bit to build it all up, right? Oh, good, Alex, you'll love it. Yeah, I am excited. There's lots of theories around the book, and
tidbits they're looking at for the cover of Crescent City. I think it's going to be good. And the thing of it is all the books that she writes are all kind of tied in together. So, oh, really? Oh, and I love that. Little Emily, I let her use my polymer clay for an art contest that was at the beginning of the school year, last school year, and then the prizes and stuff were out. I think I mentioned to you guys already. Anyway, they came out at the end of the school year. It was like this year-long thing. Anyway, she got a medal, and we went to the art show when it was on a little pedestal. She was so proud. Definitely a core memory right there for childhood. Okay, let's go ahead and dry this a little bit. Right, Deborah? 5th book is coming out. I'm so curious now. I'm checking right after the live. Yeah, for sure. So that could be in reference to, because I was under the impression that after the Nesta story, it was done. But if you've been reading any of the Crescent series books, I believe there's 2 Crescent City books out. At the end of book 2, I won't spoil where all of it is going, but the end of book 2 crosses paths with A Court of Thorn and Roses. So Crescent City 3, and I guess what would technically be Court of Thorns and Roses 5, they're going to be kind of put together. Yes, please do, Ev. Yeah, if you have pictures, post them in Discord. I think we definitely will go over this with some pencils so that we can get a few more shadows in here. Because again, you are limited to how much, because as it is, adding all this water to it, like we're kind of annihilating the tooth of the paper here. But I do want to try and keep everything consistent. So like I've got it super dark here, but then light on the other side of this blade. That makes no sense. But we're gonna add a bit more. It's hard because it always looks darker when the paper's wet. So after we're done adding water, because I am gonna need to stop adding water to these here at some point. If there's anything else that needs to be darkened up, we will use pencil with that. Right, Scotland, so much. Either way, it's exciting for the book to come out. And also, Brandon Sanderson had posted something the other day, and he was talking about The Way of Kings 5. I think it's 5? Yeah, he's working on The Way of Kings 5, and people have been waiting for that one too. There's just a lot of really good series that are still being written, and we are all waiting for the release of them with bated breath. I think there are 2 separate books. One considered ACOTAR number 5 and the one in January's Crescent City number 3. Really? Oh, well, I mean, 5 is technically Nest. Are we counting the novella? Are we counting the one after 3 as number 4? Or are we counting Nesta story as number 4? No date or title for 5. Okay. Well, that makes sense. I mean, if she's doing some crossover stories, she kind of has to continue with the story. I don't know. I kind of almost wanted to stop reading Court of Thorns and Roses after 3, just because I didn't hear good things about the novella, which I ended up reading the novella, and it was okay. It was okay. I'm glad that I finished the series because now I'll understand. Because there is definitely a lot of key things that are mentioned in Nesta's book. I'm honestly drawing a blank of what that, which one, whatever that one is. Nesta is 4, okay, yeah. So there's a lot of stuff that happens in that, for that book that you would need to know to keep up with Crescent City. But that being said, I don't know, this may be an unpopular opinion. I feel like Nesta's storyline with Cass was... how can I put this and still have it be okay for YouTube? I felt like at times it was a bit much, and she could have kept it to the style of the previous books. I mean, there's steamy stuff in there, sure, everyone knows that. But I just felt like it wasn't believable. I mean, it just... Throwing Glass is 7, that's right, yeah. I don't know. Like I said, I'm glad I read it because there are key things. There are some key things in that book that are great. Like the whole thing with the mask that she finds, and like there's so much to it. But I just felt like some of it was a little unnecessary. We get to Northern Scotland, there's a community-run bakery where profits are split amongst the residents like a co-op. Oh, that's awesome. I like that. That's adorable. Yeah, when I went to Scotland, the area that we got to was all Aberdeen, and it was absolutely beautiful. I loved it so much. Yeah, this paper right here, I can feel is reaching its limit for how much water it can take. I still really need to get through Tress of the Emerald Sea. I have it on Kindle. I just need to sit down and read it. I just don't have the attention span a lot of times. Exactly, like it wasn't a bad book, and I'm glad that I read it. I just, you know, it's a bit much sometimes, but it was still good. The storyline is still good. I didn't regret reading it by any means. Ooh, yeah, I did Fourth Wing. I did Fourth Ring for sure. Like there's gonna be more books. I wouldn't say that I regret reading it now that I have to wait. I find that I am able to, I'm able to be more patient for releases of next books if I just don't think about the books that I want to come out and be like, all right, well, I can't speed it along any more than it is, so I'm just gonna forget about it. And then when the new book is coming out, then I'll reread the previous books. Shannon, knowing what I know about you and the kinds of things that you like to read, I don't know that you would enjoy that series. I don't think you would. That being said, if you like fantasy stuff and world building, and you know, want a good bang for your buck when it comes to Audible or even for reading, if you have not read The Way of Kings, it's so good. It's so good. Oh no! Oh, you own all of them. All the ACOTAR. Okay, well you own them now. You have to read them or return them. Yes, and it does. And like I said, I'm not upset that I read it. I still liked it, but of all the books in that series, aside from the novella, because that was literally like just a little, it was a Hallmark. There were comments in the reviews, and it's just like, did I just read a Hallmark special? Yeah, a little bit. No, I am glad that I read it because especially with it crossing paths with Crescent City, I wouldn't know what the heck is going on. That just like, I'm just saying in comparison to the scenes, I felt like that was good. Okay, so I am gonna dry this and I'm gonna stop touching this because this paper is not going to be able to handle much more. Thinking about getting a pup, aww. Yes, yeah, Kim, exactly. Okay, The Way of Kings, technically, yes. I'll be honest though, I'm going through it again. I'm also listening to it simultaneously. Well, not you know, sometimes I listen to one book, sometimes I'm going through it again because I honestly don't remember the cliffhanger. I don't think it was too bad. It's just that there isn't a conclusion to the story yet. He's working on book 5. I don't know how many books he's planning on there being in total, but it's so good, Shannon. It's so good. And there's lots of little books in between that are like some side stories for some characters that you meet. If you're reading it, actual book, and not doing Audible, it's gonna keep you so occupied for so long. It's gonna be fantastic. Okay, this is just a little bit more damp. I'm gonna dry it just a bit more, and then we are going to move on to some lanterns. Literally a hole? Oh my gosh. Does he need stitches for it? Like, what are we talking here? Of course, I don't know if you guys still have COVID. Can you go get stitches? Gosh. No, The Way of Kings is really good. I love Brandon Sanderson's writing. I think the only books that I was kind of like about was oh, what's that series that he helped co-write? Wheel of Time. I got through the Wheel of Time books, but I kind of just stopped reading them after a while because I was like, I can end the story here. And then I was real upset because the Amazon version of it was not true to the story. I don't know, I'm being too picky. I honestly, I don't think she, yeah, I don't know that you will either. Knowing what I know, what you like and dislike in books, that one might be, I mean, but if you have it already, I mean, you don't want it to go to waste. So there's still some not smooth stuff here that I'm not thrilled with, but I need to give this paper a break before I do anything else to it. All right, so for the lanterns, if you just type in Google lanterns in the sky and go to images, that is what I'm looking at. So if you look at all those lantern pictures, that is what I am basing it on. So what we're gonna have here at the top is it looks like we've got some kind of darker browns, some siennas, and then much more like gold and bright here at the bottom. The bow chicka wow wow. Some language also, but more so the bow chicka wow wow than the language. And how many times can I say bow chicka wow wow on the street? Start the Hush. Wait, what's the Hush Hush series? Who writes that? Dang, is this another thing I should be setting my Audible credits aside for? Hang on, I'll write it down. Okay, I grabbed it. Okay, so let's start with a base coat of a nice bright yellow. Is it really? Ooh, I'll have to take a look. Okay, let's start with this yellow color that we have here. It's the brightest yellow in the bunch. And we're gonna do that as our base color. I'm not even gonna put it on the palette. I'm just gonna go directly to the lantern, okay? And we're gonna fill the entire lantern with this color. Nice bright yellow. But again, not too much water because since we're using this our base color, we're definitely adding. Hang on, I'm gonna shift this and zoom in so you guys can see. Lift this side so we can center it a little bit more. There we go. There is more bow chicka wow wow in it than Throne of Glass. Yeah, he has 9 other toes. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I do audiobooks too. My problem is I just have a hard time just sitting down and reading. But with Audible books, I can get other things done. If I had a job where I had to like read other things and type stuff up, like Steve would not be able to read Audible books at his work. Like, because if I'm distracted reading something else, I won't remember what I just listened to. So yeah, I prefer Audible. Hang on, I wanted to move this clip down to the side over here. Wonder why the tiny cats or dogs seem to... That's called small dog syndrome. You have to read them physically. Well, then it also, you may enjoy it more because I will say they change in the Audible versions of Throne of Glass. The first 2 books, they change narrators throughout the books. The novella and the Nesta book has a different narrator than the first 3, if I remember correctly. People were not super happy with the change, but I got used to her. I don't mind it. Yes, by Brandon Sanderson. It's so good. It's so good. I love it so much. Now that I've read it like multiple times, I have characters that I like. And so because I already know what's going on in the story, I will actually like, because you can tell because there's a female and a male narrator for The Way of Kings. And so I skip past all the female narrators because Kaladin, one of the characters in there, I like his story arc better than I like some of the other characters. I'm like, I already know what's going on with them. I just want to hear his side of the story again. So I skip chapters and just listen to his side. Every now and then I catch up and, you know, check in on what's going on with the other characters. So I'm like, yeah, no, we're good. Okay, this is a little bit of an ochre. Let's see, how yellow is that? That's pretty yellow. Let's see. Here, I can show you guys. Oof. Pick it up. Show you guys what I'm playing with here. Okay, so this one's a bit more of an ochre. We're gonna check this one. I don't want to like bright red by any. See, that's pretty red. So we might blend it with, just do a mix with all that. We've got this one that's more brown. It's like that. This one is more bright red. This one is more yellow, but I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna, oh my gosh, you guys can't see it. I'm sorry. So this is the more brown, this is the more red, this is the more kind of ochre yellow, and I think we're gonna blend them all together. So that's the thing when you're doing painting. I can't give you exact names, but I can tell you my thought process and how I'm kind of blending them together. So now what we're gonna do is we are gonna start at the top, trying to look at how they have this. So we're gonna start at the top. I'm just going to use the corner of it a little bit. I'm gonna keep some of that yellow for this edge where the lantern curves. Still in frame, yes. Okay, so we're gonna go like this. And I may get some gold acrylic paint or something and outline these lanterns afterwards. Did you not eat some of the ramen, Steve? The kids requested ramen for dinner tonight, so it was pretty easy. Pretty easy dinner. You have them on your wish list. Yeah, you'll love it. Thinking of audiobooks, was it someone here who had a place to audition for becoming a narrator? Oh, I do very vaguely remember. It might have been someone's relative that did that. I do have a mix though, very few narration, yeah. Well, then you should eat something, Steve. Okay, so we're gonna get more, I put a little bit more ochre in this one because it's gonna be darker on top than it is on the bottom. I'm just kind of doing, I want it to be smooth. I like that. Although that is a little bit too, let's see, I'm gonna go back up the other direction. That was a little bit too much brown. Gotta go quicker before it dries. That's better, okay. Oh, absolutely. Pizza, Hot Pocket. We're watch that Jim Gaffigan Hot Pocket sketch. Okay, this is a little bit more yellow. It's next to the ochre, but it's not like a bright yellow. I would say it's more like a mustard almost. I'm just gonna, I want to try and reactivate that brown just a little bit. You can always make it a little bit darker on top. There you go. Okay. Real cheese is good. So just kind of using that yellow a little bit. Definitely not going to be as bright on that edge as it is on the bottom. Let's get a little bit more of that bright yellow. Need to add more water. Okay. I want this nice and bright. Okay. My media of choice for books is entirely dependent on my location. Yes, that's fair. Thanks, Angela. Drive safe. All right, we're gonna grab some of that brown that we used before. Right there. And quickly wipe it off. Got a clean brush and I'm gonna kind of soften the edge so I blend it with that yellow. Okay. Grab some more of that brown. Put it over here. So like I said, if you're wanting to know kind of what I'm basing my color palette off of, just go ahead and Google lanterns in the sky. Like that's literally word for word what I chose. And that'll give you a bit better idea of what I'm looking at here. Because as you can see in a lot of those pictures, we're dealing with a lot of kind of like reddish brown. A lot of that has to do with because it's a candle and the color of the paper that's being used. There we go. So we need to get much darker on the very top of that. For a second, Shannon, I thought you were talking to Steve about what he's deciding to have for dinner. And for just a split second, I was like, is she telling him to eat cats? Like, honey mustard. I used to eat honey mustard as a kid. I don't recall the last time I've eaten honey mustard. Like as an adult, when I think honey mustard, like that doesn't appeal to me. But I do distinctly remember as a kid, I wouldn't eat chicken nuggets without it. I'm wondering if I'm doing my kids a disservice to get them some honey mustard. Let them try it. All right, so this is a kind of a reddish brown. Okay. Get more of that. Up here is going to be the darkest part of all of it. Okay. We got just a little bit of glow there. Let's put some of this red on the top of this part here. Okay, we're gonna dry this real quick. Shit. Ooh, Maine Coon. Those get huge. All right, so it looks like a lot of these lanterns, this inside part has a little bit of brown to it because of where the glow is located. I'm like looking at a bunch of them, kind of compiling how all of the colors are. We're gonna dry this, and I'm gonna get a more detailed brush here in just a second. Okay, that's nice and dry. All right, what do I have for a detail brush? This one's pretty small, and we have this. Ooh, this one would probably be better. Okay, these ones are not part of the set only because I think I put the other ones somewhere else, but they are. This is a #1 round, and this is a 3/0. It's a Princeton. Let's see, I might use that one. I think we're gonna use this one first. Okay, so we're gonna put a little bit of brown on the inside. I don't want to go too heavy. I mean, I probably could, but I tend to hold back just a little more. Shit. It's like Hemi's the oldest sibling. It's like, I don't want to deal with those kids. Okay, so it looks like in the pictures, we're gonna have a little bit here. Am I still in frame? Yes. A little bit here. Just a bit. Let's get a little bit more dark. A tiny bit. I don't want to go too dark. Okay, let's dry our brush. Move that around just a smidge more. Okay. All right, now let's see. For the sides, let's get our angle brush again. Okay, and let's grab some more of kind of this color that we were using here. And I want to use it on the side. Not going to be super dark. But again, I'm using those images, kind of all of them together, as a reference. Now, I might do 1 or 2 more lanterns just to catch up before next stream, but I want to do a lot more lanterns with you guys because, you know, some of them are going to be different and I want us to be able to do them together. The background, however, I will get the rest of the blue and the black background done so we can maybe move on to the cheetah when we're done. Aw, that's so cute. Okay, let's get our detail brush. This is that Princeton brush, the 30. Let's see, what color was this one? That was a bit of an umber. And we got a little bit of brown. Let's get some of this brown mixed with some of that umber. We get a real nice kind of dark brown. And we're gonna put a little bit around the outside. There we go. Okay, I'm looking at the page. Let's get a little bit more darker brown on the inside. Oh, I don't see why not. I think you definitely could. It's just a matter of, you know, wetting it, kind of seeing where you're at. But no, you could definitely get this with Albert Durr. In fact, you might even have a bit more control than you would with just paint and brushes. So, you know, choose colors that are kind of similar. So we have these lines here. And on some of the lanterns that have lines, the darker color follows down the length of it. So we're actually going to put just the smallest amount. Yeah, layers. Yeah, there you go. Scribble, scribble, activate, dry, and repeat. I don't want to put something super dark brown there, but I do want to have a slight variation. So let's just follow that line up all the way to the edge. Because it's not just going to be flat yellow. Right? I mean, you look at those pictures and that's a lot of brown, actually. There is a lot less light and way more brown. Okay, let's see. Let's get some of our bright yellow and just touch up a few spots here. So let's add a little bit up here. Okay. Add some here. Now, if you were using acrylic paint or gel pen, you could definitely cover that. So let's dry this. And I have, let's see, I thought I set aside some gold paint. Yes, I did. We might try a little bit of that and see how it looks. But I want to dry this first before we do that. I could use a gold paint pen rather than the paint. I have one that's not super shiny, but could work. Because obviously we're not going for realism here. If I want to add a little bit of gold to maybe give it a little pop, we definitely can. So the one that I'm thinking of, it's this. It's a Pen Touch Sakura gold paint pen. Now it has a little bit of a scent to it, but I really like them. You have to shake it up. Okay. On here, I'm just making sure it's a little bit dark. I don't know if this one's gonna work with it. Let's see. Ooh, no, that actually really works. I like that. Yeah, so if you're really sensitive to smells and scents, I would not use this marker. It definitely has a little bit of a smell to it, but I really like that. Also, I was just remembering, those of you that won your pages, they're going to be going out later tonight. I just got wrapped up with stuff, but your pages that you won from Wednesday's stream are going to be going out later this evening. I apologize for the delay. Oh. Ooh, I like that a lot. Definitely give me, I was concerned it was going to be too dark. If you're a more steady hand, I recommend drawing a line rather than like a sketchy line, what I was doing. I'm going to try. Oh, my hands don't hold still well for straight lines. Okay, well, you will probably make that more beautiful than I am. Thanks, Deborah. My hands are not cooperating today. There, see if I turn it, you see that gold on there? I really like that. I like that a lot. Ooh, yes. Yeah, and there's a little extra something in there as well. They should be there by now, unless there was a delay for whatever reason. Yeah, I'm glad I did this paint pen. This is perfect for this. Not bright yellow. It's not even glittery. It's just got this nice shine. Now, if I could draw a straight line, that would be helpful. All right. I'm not going to cover up the darker brown that I added, but I am going to do the gold right above the rim. There we go. Ooh, I like that. We're going to need to do gold accents on the cheetah too, I think. Absolutely. Good night, Tefeka. Thank you so much for being here. Okay. So, you know, when it doesn't have the shine, obviously it looks darker, but if you turn that, that looks freaking amazing. Now, I don't know, I'm using the heat gun. I don't know how good that is going to be for it, so I may wait to do any more gold highlights on the lanterns as the last step. I probably should have thought about that a little bit, but yeah, I think that's really pretty. So yeah, what we're gonna do, what gold pen is it? It is, I don't know if one of the mods want to pull up a link. So it is by Pen Touch. It's the gold pen. It's Sakura Pen Touch. It is the 0.7 millimeter extra fine. I can't talk. Extra fine point. I'm gonna zoom in and get it in focus so you guys can screenshot it if you want. Hang tight. Hello, are you gonna get in focus for me? Hang on. There we go. Okay. So let's turn it to where you can see. Okay, there it is. So the Sakura Pen Touch 0.7 millimeter extra fine point, and it's in gold. So if you're watching this back or you're watching it now, go ahead and screenshot it. And then you should be able to find that one. But yeah, I really like it. They have silver and copper. Funny thing is I originally found, good job, Steve. I originally found this pen because I was doing one of the upgrade videos and there was a neon orange one and it got me thinking about it and I was like, ooh, this is cool, okay. And so I got some more and I was like, well, I'm in love. You know, I feel like there's, you know, situation for every pen, and I think that's gonna be really pretty when we have all the lanterns going out there. Perfect, awesome, Sue. Alrighty, well, do you guys wanna do some words on stream? Get some words coming up here. And I know we haven't done the cheetah yet, but we'll make sure and tackle that next time. All right, so let's do our words login here. Ah, perfect. Thank you, Shannon. It's like I never remember to get, I mean, because I didn't know I was gonna use it. So I don't have a link for it. All right, let's go over to our games here. Get our link put in. There we go. Let's turn off the music. Pause that. Turn that up. Yeah, words. First clumber swept me off my feet, chasing after a squirrel. Oh no. I've totally been knocked over at like a dog park before. All right, words on stream. Here we go. Turn it down just a smidge. Okay, so if you haven't played before, it scores like Scrabble. You just type in your words. Hopefully it works. Yes. Okay, sweet. It's working. Oh, saving. Nice, Deborah. Let's see. What about... Oh, sing. Yay. Let's see, we got vein, visa. Oh, gains. There you go. Oh, what about, well, no, sane is S-A-N-E, right? I don't think there's an S-A-I-N. No, there's not. Okay, what about S-A-V-I? Is that one? Oh, vans, there you go. What about Vassy? No? Oh, sign. Oh yeah, that makes sense. That's an actual word rather than the nonsense words I'm coming up with. All right, there you go. Skip 3 levels, very nice. All right, continue. I don't know, like it makes you wonder, but I could be wrong. Intimate? Did I spell it right?
Oh, it's the spell of Vegas, like the Vegas nerves.
Oh, the Vegas nerves, okay. This is the first game, Bird Lady. I could have swore, oh wait, what about, now animate uses an E. How do you spell intimate? Maintain, okay. Oh, because I wrote intimate. That makes more sense, yeah, T-E. I can't spell. Let's see, oh, what about non? That's a bread, but that one might not count. It did count, yay! Mint mini with 2 more 5-letter words. Mania, manta, minta. What about, and we can do 2 games tonight. Yeah, I know we've been doing 1 lately, but we can do 2 games tonight. Let's see. Anita. Oh, what about amina? No, that's amino. Amino acids. Amnia. Okay, I was close. I was getting there. Good job, Aspie. All right, skip through levels. Aspie and Patty, #1 spots. I'm just gonna go on a limb and say the X, but I could be wrong. Okay, that clears the CEMO. Oh, what about Comet? Have we tried Comet? Perfect, Comet. Okay, so we need to clear, oh, outcome. Yes, the X is the fake letter. Tome. Oh, what about Mote? M-O-T-E? Isn't that? Oh, I think I'm thinking M-O-A-T. But maybe Mote would be short for emote. Mote, okay, yeah. Let's see. Do we do mute? Yeah, we did mute. What about mout? Well, it's gonna be another CO. CO. That. COOT. Let's see. Moat. Mute. About motu. Mutto. One of these days I'm gonna, oh, there you go. One of these days I'm gonna end up saying like a really bad word. I've already said some apparently bad words in other languages, but I blame words. You're trying to figure it out, you know, words just come to you. Try Acme. Steve! It's all right. All right, so the A is fake. The A is a fake letter. What about tone? Huzzah! Once. Let's see. Cone, cope, coat, pent, poet. What about coped? Like potable water? Oh wait, I'm still locked out. I couldn't have guessed that anyway. Steve, try pote.
Guess what?
Oh, what about pect? Like pectin? Once. Okay, pect is not. Okay. What about? Got all the C words. What?
I always forget out the word without vowels.
Yeah. Open. There we go. Oh, isn't this a word? I don't know if it's a bad word. No. I think I heard it before, but like I've heard people use it, but it was in like a derogatory way. So I think I filed it away in my brain as a word that you don't say. I don't know the origin of the word. Okay, so the Q could work if there's a U there, but I'm gonna try fourth because that would, yep, there you go. Okay, so the Q is the fake letter. So what are we missing? Fourths, I don't think that would work. That's not the right kind of fourth. Froth. Oh, but we could do froths. Fourth. All right, so it was just another kind of fourth. Good job, Megan. All right, so four. Here we go. Hour. Hour could be one. Tour. Route. Yeah, route. Route or route on that one? What about? Yeah, thou. Oh, that one's good. Trying to think if there's any more. Rough, Roth, Buff, Boff. Oh, Thor, that would have been good. Through and tofu. Nice. Skip 3 levels. Hey, Steve, could you turn the fan on? Thank you. Megan and Aspie. Very nice. Hi, Gleechy. Okay, could be a Q again. Let's try quest. Nothing under 5 letters. All right, quest did not work. So what about thus? Oh no, that's not enough letters. Never mind. Shunt. Okay, so we need to clear the E and the Q. Hunters. Okay, so shunter. The Q is the fake letter, and it is a hidden R. It's a hidden R. So let's see. I keep thinking of 4-letter words. What about runts? There we go. Do we do hunt? Yeah, we got hunts. Unrest. Nice, Aspie. Unrest. Hunter. Let's see. Tuner, tunes. Oh, did we get stern? Yeah, we got stern. Okay. Let's see. Tuners. There you go. Unset. There would be another another U word. About Uther Pendragon. I watched too much Merlin. Usher. Okay. You can let Paul in. Let's see. Ruins, runts, nurse. T-U-R-S-E? I think terse is with another E, not a U. Rents! Nice bird lady. All right, well, let's skip 3 levels. You guys are blowing it out of the water. Oh my goodness. It's gonna be up to level 19 already. I think, I seem to remember the answers are hidden on this one. Okay, so let's see. I'm not gonna rule out the X yet. I'm just gonna try ruins. What about... Dang. Not knowing that extra letter, like, how many words are there? Nurtec! Oh, Deborah, what did Deborah... Oh, Megan! Megan got century, and Deborah got cruet. Century, so it's a T. It's a hidden T and a fake X. So... T... Center? No, that's not right. Tuner. Yes, tuner, okay. Which means there's not going to be any words that start with the letter Y, since tuner was the last 5-letter word. So, Aspie. Aspie did cutie. Oh, I like that. Sue did entry. Very nice. Is runty a word? Runty, it is a word, okay. All right, so we have another C letter word. So it could be not croon. Truce, very nice. Curie? The doctor was all curie that day. He cured a lot of patients. No, I'm reaching. I'm reaching really far. Ecruit. What the heck is that word? I'm gonna pull up dictionary.com on that one. Dictionary.com. All the sinking last hits. I can't spell. Not dictionary. That's a shady looking. Okay, here we go. Bird lady. And oh no, wait. Why did I say bird lady? Aspie. Aspie's the first one. Ecruit. That one was. I think I spelled it wrong. Oh well, it's gone now. Let's see. Avail. Oh, okay. Avail is good. Okay. What about alias? Maybe it's a hidden S. Oh wait, I can't type anyway. Someone try alias. Oh, villain. That would have been good. What about saliva? I don't know if that's one. Saliva. No, okay, no saliva. Okay, what about... Oh, Deborah. Deborah got rival. Oh, bird lady, carnival. Okay, so carnival, fake X, hidden C. Okay, so... Kim got anvil. Oh, what about rival? Oh, yep, Steve got rival too. Let's see, naval, Aspie got cranial. Nice. Okay, so let's see. Hidden C. Alex got larva. Bird lady got cairn. Lycra. Is that a... I feel like the spelling on that isn't right. What about carnal? Oh, you got carnal. Okay. Let's see. Aspie got racial. Ooh, that's a good one. We get canal already? Yes, we got canal. Viral. Okay, okay. Gosh, we need one more word. One more word. Naval. Did we get naval? Oh, we got naval. Naval Vicar. Yes, Aspie. Yay. Vinyl, but that's with a Y. Whew. Okay, what's the highest we ever got? Was it 27 or 29? We're at level 22. All right, so we're headed to level 23. Can't remember. Okay, there's a potential ing. I'm gonna go with padding. Painting. Painting, yes. Okay, so it's a fake X and a hidden N. 2 N's. Okay, what about pining? Pining, P-I-N-I-N-G. Did you try pining, Steve? No, you did tipping. Pining. Deborah did pining. Perfect. Okay, what about, what did we say? An extra N? Aptine isn't a word, right? What about gaping? We must have already done gaping. Sue did inapt. All right. Let's see. Ooh, Aspie got aping. Okay, we have one more 7-letter word and one more 5-letter word. Ooh. Tanning? No, that's too many N's. Maybe tining? Is tining a word? Painting! Nice! Yeah, pining, taping, paint. What is it? I mean, we made the goal, so I think we'll be able to just go to the next level. I think we're doing great. We're doing good. Ba-da-ba-doom. All right, next level, level 24. Oh my gosh, you guys, we're doing so awesome. Okay, seems like this one should be easy, but I don't know what the... Let's try toupee. Maybe it's 2 E's? Okay, what about... I'm gonna go for it. Pooped. Wait, what did Deborah do? Deborah did torpedo. Torpedo, so it's a fake U, a hidden R. So troop? Yes, troop. Deborah did roped. Very nice. Oh, Ev did what? Depot. Okay, Aspie did trooped. Yep. Okay, so no U, hidden R. What about ported? Oh, did you really? Okay. Oh, Marilyn did rooted. Okay, what about toured? Did we do toured already? Oh, we would have. Steve, you did trope. Okay, it's all 5-letter words now. Doped. Does that one count? Okay, apparently not. What about, oh, droop? I don't know if we've done that. Aspie did rodeo. Okay. Oh, we did droop. Okay, poured. Oh, we got it! Got it. Okay, poured. Dower, but I don't know if that's a word. There's more D letters. D, no, that's not. Topper, doper. Doter, nice. Ooh, we might get to skip 2. Guys, this might be our highest one yet. Skip 3 levels. Was 27 our highest, or was it 29? Shannon, do you remember? You're my knows all gal. Oh my gosh, we're doing so good. Okay,
2 fake letters.
2 fake letters. That's right, 2 fake letters. What about fondant? 29, okay. Or 27. Oh, we got 27, 29. Okay, well, I guess we'll see. Oh, Marilyn. Function, nice. Okay, so, fake D and fake, no. What is it? What's the other fake letters? Function is no H. Fake D, fake H, hidden I. So, what about, oh my gosh, it's moving so fast. What about count? There we go, we got count. Patty said unction, nice. Okay, so we got count. What was again? A hidden what? Hidden eye. I'm bad at remembering this. Let's see. Aspie. Confit. Okay. What about? Let's see. We shun words. Aspie said nuncio. I don't know what that is. Tion. Unction. So. Is that a word? Oh, it's moving so fast. Aspie got unfit. Excuse me. Unfit. Anybody else's brain stop working? Okay, now we can see it. Tunic. Nice. Oh, what about tonic? I made myself cough when I did that. Yeah. Oh my gosh. We made it to the next level. Nuncio, that one's, I know. All right, continue. I can't remember. Either way, we're doing awesome. Okay, 2 fake letters, 1 hidden. I'm gonna try zeros just to see if that's the Z is there. It is. Okay, well, one of them isn't there. What about oh, Marilyn. Trope. Okay, what about tropes? We clear the S. Oh my gosh, you guys, it's a fake S. It's a fake S. One of them's fake. I'm gonna guess it's the Z and the, oh my gosh, it's going so fast. Okay, I'm going ferret. Try and ferret. Okay, so, ooh, bird lady. Report. Let me double check real quick. Reports. Ooh, Steve got roper. Rapport. What about rapport? Is that a word? Rapport? Okay. Oh my gosh, my brain. Bird lady. Porter. Okay. Support. Is there 2 T's? Oh, Durban. Reporter. Okay, so 2 T's, fake Z, fake S. Okay, so I'm just gonna look at reporter. Did we get porter already? Pretty sure we did that. Sure, we got troper a word? Might be a word. Wrote? I don't know. Okay, what about tarot? No, wait, that's ant bait. Oh, terror. That was good. Okay, Porter got terror. Oh, error, yes. Oh gosh. Oh, that was hard, guys. It was moving entirely too fast. I could not brain. Oh my gosh. We did so good though. Level 28. Okay, let's see where it's at when it says what's our highest level. Okay, so we're gonna hit exit real quick. Okay, that was our record, guys. Level 28. That's our record. Let's go one more. That was so good. We got him. Wow, I can't see what this dude. Typing in dude. We beat our goal. You're good. You're good. Oh, updated. There you go. Oh my gosh, they're all coming in. Oh, pate. Oh no, wait, I'm still locked out. I don't know if pate has like a line on. Oh, it is. Okay, perfect. Duped, dated. What about apt? A-P-T-E-D? Be like apted. Oh, adept. That makes more sense than my made-up word of apted. Acting. Aped. There you go. Okay, one more. Either a P or a D potentially, or an E. Why I thought a two. Dupe. There you go. Nice, you guys. We beat our goal. We beat our highest level. Good job. Okay, let's see. What is that? T-H, T-I-O-R. Broth. Prohibit. Oh, I always miss that one. We've had that word before and I always miss it. And I think it's because I'm trying to put together like the PH and the TH and I like want to put the TH at the end. Let's see. Oh, yeah, throb and what about thrip? So do port. Orbit, nice. Both. Let's see. Trying to think, maybe I need to start with H. Trip. Obit. That's interesting. Does obit mean something other than the abbreviation for obituary? Obit. Informal and obituary. No, that's interesting that the word, one of the words they chose was like an abbreviation. I mean, I suppose we use it like a regular word. Oh, riot. Here we go. Trio. A trop. Is trop or T-R-O-P? Could be. Trob. Trop. Drob. Tro. Trab. Tro. What about throw? 3? I'm just throwing up random words now. But hey, we did good. That ought to get us skip 3 levels. Very nice. All right, Sue, number 1 in... I clicked the button. There we go. Sue, number 1 in both. Very nice. Okay, fake letter. I'm gonna go with pants. Okay, what about pent? Interesting. Huh. Nuts. Yeah. All right, then that must be a fake... Oh, fake P. There we go. You laughing at my word. There you go. Tans. What about Stan? Nans? Aunts. There you go. Oh, singular. Totally piggybacking off that one. Thanks, Aspie. Tuna. What about tunas? What's the plural of tuna? Tunas, apparently. Let's see. A-N-N-S? No. Nuns, nuts, stun. There you go. What about... Got tuna. What about tons? Oh no, we already got tons. Could be another T-A. Taun, T-A-U-N. House. I don't even know what that is. The next one's gonna be an A word. Anst. A-N-N-N. Oh, I already did that. A-N-N-T. Yeah, I have no idea, bird lady. Okay, dictionary. We're gonna pull up dictionary. T-A-U-S. T-A-U-S. Is, if my computer will work, The 19th letter of the Greek alphabet. The consonant sound represented by this letter. I learn something new every day, man. All right, skip 3 levels. Very nice. Aspie and Sue, #1 spots. Oh my. Okay, well, there's one fake letter in all of that. I'm gonna try meter. All right, we're good with meter. Cemetery, Aspie, nice. Okay, so fake B. We got meat. We've got, yeah, team. I totally would have guessed beat, but now we know. Okay, so meat. What about C-E-T-E? Is that a word? Steve, are you done? What are you doing over there? If I can't type, you should, Steve. I'm making up words over here.
C-E-D.
Ooh, computer lagged there for a second. I think we're good though. Weird. Fake B, huh? We try cement. Oh, my bad. Term meat. There we go. Firm. Just throwing things out there. Emery. Cooper. I know what you're chuckling about over there. It's because my name's Emily, and so sometimes we'll be goofy and go, oh, it's Emery. There's Emery. Hello, Emery. City, that's with an S, isn't it? Oh, Ire, there you go.
Aspie's was held.
Aspie's was held. Oh, I didn't see it. What was hers?
Erect.
We have very immature humor.
I'm an adult.
Gauge. That's 3 G's in there. Gaggle. Gaggler. Gurgle. Gurgler. Gurgle. Gurgling? Gargle. Gaggle. Luggage. Okay, I like gaggler better. Okay, it's a fake R. like a weird way to pronounce a gaggler or geese. Okay then, what are we gonna do with all those G's? A luge. Yes, the R is fake. Gulag. Is it goulash or gulag? What about gall? I put gulk, I can't spell. I'm typing all kinds of letters here that aren't even in the game. Egga. It's a type of generic Eggo waffle.
Eggle.
Oh, Angela, I do that all the time. I'll literally say it and then spell a word with it. Like, I clearly do not pay attention to myself. Right, finish. Funish, as in kind of fun. Okay, fish. So we know those are clear. Shun. Okay. So what haven't we cleared? Oh no, we've cleared everything except the G. So the G is fake. Which sucks, because I feel like that should be an ING. Sunfish. Did not see that one coming. Okay, do we do shun? Yeah, we got shun. Funds? Is funds a word?
It's another S.
Funsy. Oh, it's another S. Fussin'. Oh, shuns. If it's another S. There you go. Suns. Sushi. Nice. Sinus. Okay. Oh, shins. Multiple shins. Good job, Shannon. As in, I have 2. Let's see. Fins, fish. Fush. Stop being so fushy. Oh, fuss. Here I am pronouncing a weird way to say fussy when the word is actually fuss. Oh boy, my brain is on point tonight. I'm gonna go say no Q, but I don't know. There could be. Like it could be equator, eater. Okay, what about retake? Ooh, retaker. No, retakes. Karate. No, I thought, yeah. Air raid, nice, Sue. Air rates. Now I need to do something. What about keratin? With an I. Dang, man. Okay, what about tracker with a C? Carrot, okay. Do you not know what the hidden letter is yet? Oh. 2 A's, 2 E's, an R, a T, and a K. Retake. Retaker. Retakes. Retaked. Huh. What about steak? No. What is that hidden letter? Oh yeah, retaken. I forgot the N, yeah. Guess we'll find out in a second. Computer's running really. Oh, what? What is the word? Paper. Parakeet, ASCII, nice. My computer is running slow for some reason. Yeah, it just keeps lagging, just barely. Well then. That was brutal. Oh, repeat. Nice, Sue. Oof. Well, hey, we can say that we did pretty good considering that we did pretty good. We beat our goal. So that's awesome. All right. Yeah, that last one, that was hard, man. All right, I'll bring this over here. All right. Well, I think that wraps up this evening. Like I said, I will work on the background. We'll probably add pencil on the background next time, so I won't do any of that pencil. But I will finish up the black and blue part on the back. I might do another lantern or two, maybe not. But this is how far we got. Let's tilt it a little bit. Right, I'm not happy with this transition right here, so we may use the pencil to smooth that out. I feel like it's a little too harsh of a line. This up here is better. So it may just be that we need to overlap the colors a little bit more, but there's also a limitation as to how much more water this page can take. But I will catch up with the black and blue to get us prepared for more lanterns and the cheetah. So with that, I'm gonna head out. Kim, thank you so much for renewing your membership. Those of you that are members, don't forget to get your free coloring download. We will be live again on Wednesday morning. What is the date Wednesday morning? The 9th. Okay, yeah, we've got one more Wednesday with the kids being home during that. But all right, everyone, I'm gonna head out. Oh, it's okay, Angela. Thank you, everyone, so much for being here and hanging out and being awesome. Everyone have a. Oh, I'm gonna turn the music on. Have a fantastic weekend. That we're heading into? Yeah, we're headed into the weekend. Ooh, that music was loud. We are headed into the weekend, so have a good weekend. Stay healthy, stay safe, try and stay cool, or if it's cold where you're at, try and stay warm. I will see you guys on Wednesday, all right? Bye.